Cyclamen flower plant is one of the easiest to grow winter's flowering plant that produces very unique flowers. In this video, we will discuss all about Cyclamen plant care guide, including its growing season, fertilizer, soil mix and many other growth hacks. So keep watching and do subscribe to our channel. Cyclamen plant is a permanent winter's flowering plant native to Mediterranean regions where they grow very well in a cool area. It's considered as a decorative indoor as well as outdoor flower plant, but it's a little toxic and non-edible at all. So keep it away from kids and pets. It's a common flower plant also known as Persian violet, showbread and hardy cyclamen. Overall, it's a perfect house plant that is low maintenance and an intense bloomer. You can start them by their bulbs, but the easiest way is to buy their mature plants from any local nursery at the start of winters. Once they are home, focus on the following cyclamen care tips. The first and the most important thing in cyclamen plant care is understanding its season of growth. It's a winter season plant that grows very well if the temperature is below 20 degrees Celsius. Its season starts in the early winters as soon as the temperature starts to get ideal, and then it continues to grow over the whole winters and springs. But as the temperature exceeds to 25 to 30 degrees Celsius in the early summers, it becomes a little stressed and go under dormancy. In the dormancy time period, try to place it indoor somewhere cool. The leaves may turn yellow and plant might look a little dying, but it's just because of the dormancy time. Be patient and it will grow back. And here you can also subscribe to our channel. Another important thing in cyclamen plant care is planting it in an ideal size pot. So here the good news is that cyclamen plant can grow very easily in a 5 to 8 inches of pot. Even they grow very well in plastic pot but looks great in a terracotta pot. Just make sure the pot have a few drainage holes. You can also buy good size pots from the description box link. Another very important thing in cyclamen plant care is its soil mix. Cyclamen flower is a hardy plant that can be grown in any normal, well-draining soil mix, but the growth will be very fast in a loose, soft and a fertile soil mix. So make sure of that. You can simply mix these ingredients in these ratios and use it for cyclamen. Otherwise, you can also buy a good mixture from the description box link. Just make sure the soil don't stay moist for a long time. The moisture should be draining out time to time, so must check out the soil added in the description box. For watering cyclamen plant, always wait for the soil to dry out a little and then water. Overwatering can cause many issues like yellow leaves and a stunted growth, so be careful with watering. Some soil mixes dries quickly and some takes time, so just water only when the soil is dry, and subscribe to our channel. Another very important thing for cyclamen plant care is placing it in an ideal spot. As it's a flowering plant, so a sunny area is an essential thing, but for cyclamen, you just need a cool area with very well lit condition. Direct sunlight of ours is not required, but you can place it in sun if you like to. Just make sure the plant is not in a dark area. This will increase the chance of pest attack and yellowing leaves, so be careful. Simply find a place that gets around an hour of direct sunlight and full day of indirect sunlight. Hope you get that. To know more of such secrets about flowering plants, you can buy this ebook. It will help you maximize flowers on any plant. Just follow each point carefully. It's also added in the description box. Another important thing in cyclamen plant care is its proper fertilization. So it's a light to moderate feeder. That means so much fertilization is not required. Just a nutrients-enriched fertilizer like this one every 2 weeks can work well. It's just a mix of few organic ingredients. Detailed video on making this flower fertilizer is linked in the description box and I button. Must check it out. And apply on your cyclamen plants every 2 weeks at the evening time. The deficiency of nutrients appear in the form of drying and yellowing leaves, so must use this fertilizer. Another important thing in cyclamen plant care is the deadheading of its spent flowers. Cyclamen flowers stays fully fresh and bloomed for around 3 to 4 weeks, but afterwards their removal is very important. Otherwise, such type of seed pods may form that will affect its flowering health. So simply pinch off the dried cyclamen flowers whenever needed. This will keep the plants focused to keep producing more flowers. Some of the common problems of cyclamen flower plant is the rotting of their bulbs, yellowing and drying leaves, etc. But if you follow a proper care, they won't be a problem. Pests like aphids and spider mites are its enemies, and they might appear on a shocked and a weak cyclamen plant. So to avoid them, follow a weekly Neem spray routine on your plants. Pests can cause many issues, so for their 100% removal over your whole space, I have made an ebook that will guide you the whole way. It's linked in the description box, must check it out. So it's all about cyclamen plant care. Just like cyclamen, here is a video on some of the other unique and hardy flower plants of winter season. Must check them out and do subscribe to our channel.